Hey folks, David Stewart here. Let's talk a little bit about YouTube gossip and YouTube drama. I had a subscriber ask about this in one of the videos, say you should make a video on this because I had done an analysis of a documentary on a YouTuber, Boogie2988, and I really wanted to just look at that documentary as a film that tells a story because I really think that's the best way to view this. But one of the things that happened with that documentary is that there are many YouTube channels that began talking about Boogie, not talking about the documentary, but talking about the person of Boogie. Lots of gossip flying around here and there. So why did we have YouTube gossip? There's this major artery of YouTube drama and YouTube gossip that occurs on the site where it's YouTubers talking about other YouTubers, denouncing them or maybe defending them, or talking about other YouTubers, talking about other YouTubers, as is the case with this documentary, reacting to the documentary and giving their thoughts on it. We're like a bunch of little AM radio hosts when we're doing the talkie business. And I do, by the way, have another channel you can check out. There's no talkie on it at all. It is youtube.com/@ZoolOnline. It's nothing but music. No talkies will be on that channel. Anyway, we're like AM radio hosts. Plus, like the parasocial nature of the comment section kind of feeds into the gossip. What did you think about this? Oh, I'll mention that. But the big reason that there is this strong artery of YouTube gossip, I believe, happens to do with the robot, happens to do with the algorithm and the way the site treats subject matter and the way the site directs viewers to content. So if I do a video on another YouTuber, there is a chance that YouTube will show that video to people that are interested in that YouTuber, his subscribers or his followers. And if I'm doing lots of those, then that means that my video may get shown to lots of different people in lots of different market segments. So you get rewarded basically for doing gossip stuff, in that you get your video shown to lots of people that otherwise wouldn't see the video. This is not something that I engage in very much. In fact, when I did that video, I was like, I really don't want to talk about Boogie as a person because there's lots of people that are going to judge him and denounce him and say whatever kinds of opinions that they have about him. I really just want to focus on what this documentary was doing and the story that it was trying to tell about this person, because I think that's more my lane. I don't watch enough YouTube and I don't watch enough popular YouTubers doing talkie bits, which is, I guess, what I do. But I don't watch enough of them for me to be cued on the drama and for me to have like a legitimate judgment on any other person, like this is a bad person and things like that. Just really wanted to look at the documentary. Now, I have done those things in the past, but only in areas where I felt like crossed me or just were like of a special interest to me or the channel. And so one of them was actually this thing where a YouTuber that goes by Thunderfoot, his real last name is Mason, did an attack video on another YouTuber that went by Sargon of Akkad, who has kind of stepped down from YouTube, which I actually commend. More of us should be able to like step away from the site and do something else with our lives and be able to, I guess, let YouTube go, especially if you are ending up on like the backside of the algorithm. You know, if you're losing ground or you're getting demonetized, being able to say, you know, I'll find something else to do. So many people can't do it because it's not just about like the business of YouTube or even having a mission for your channel, but the attention feels good. Like it feels good to have attention from other people. That's, I don't know, it's a dopamine thing, right? But anyway, I made a video on this attack because he had selectively edited Sargon, whose real name is Carl Benjamin, in all kinds of different ways. And one of them made it seem like he was laughing at a joke, which he did not laugh at. And I wanted to talk about that because I'm like, this actually, like this sort of deception, you know, should make you reconsider all of this person's content, because he did, I don't know how many videos on Anita Sarkeesian. If you don't know who Anita Sarkeesian is, God bless you. God has already blessed you by not knowing who she is. So he did all these videos on her, and that makes you reevaluate everything he's done. It's like, wait a minute, you know, Maybe you're doing this to every other person that you're talking about. And he pretty much admitted that that's what he does. So I made a video about that. I'm like, listen, if you're going to make videos that are about other people, you have at least somewhat of an obligation to be honest as you can be, right? About that person. That's why I don't do attack videos or drama videos. It's like, how can I really be honest about that person when I don't know all the facts? Like, I'd have to do so much work in order to really comment on some other personality on the site. Even when people ask me about other people that I don't like, I'm like, I don't interact with the person. I don't like them. I have them blocked on Twitter, and that's my thoughts about it. And here's why I did that. It's these specific things. You're free to continue watching that person if that's what entertains you, whatever it is. I don't like to dip into the drama because I think it's bad for the soul. But the robots reward it. They show you to lots of extra people. The other thing is that it gets a lot of engagement. It doesn't just get you shown to people, it also engages them because of that parasocial relationship. When you have a parasocial relationship with a person, you are personally interested in who they are and what they're doing, whether it's the YouTuber you're watching who's talking about the YouTuber or the YouTuber they're talking about. So if you happen to follow Boogie, you have a personal interest in Boogie and his redemption, let's say, if we're looking at this documentary. So that parasocial relationship means I want Boogie to be okay, and I want him to not be a bad person, and I want to, know, is he really a bad person? Is this somebody who's bamboozled me? And so you click on that video and you watch it because you want that other perspective. You want to know if your feelings are true. I like this person. Am I wrong to actually like this person, or is this person wrong? That kind of engagement is really why the gossip and the drama happens. They show it to people, and those new people will click and watch it. And I found that with that video that I mentioned about like Sarkon or Carl Benjamin and Mason, right? Which is lots of people who never watched my channel happened to watch that video. And I even got someone that's like, you do not have enough subscribers to be talking about this. And I'm like, I don't know. I have a fair bit. I feel like I have enough subscribers, and people on the channel were asking about it. Do you have an opinion on this drama between these two? I'm like, you know what? I do have an opinion on that because I think it's important to think about our principles when we are, watching our entertainment or getting our information, and who we're getting that information from. So, I did that, and I got a bunch of engagement. I got rewarded with lots of views, more views than I had subscribers at the time, which means that the robot was pleased with the gossip, I will say. So that's the main reason that you see so much of it. And once you get into it, it can become addictive. Okay, I can do this video. I can get a bunch of views. I can maybe get a bunch of new viewers. It's hard to say no to that after a while, right? So eventually, lots of channels that are just sort of talky AM talk radio YouTube channels end up being drama channels because it's just so rewarding to do it financially, and maybe in terms of dopamine. Like, you get so much more attention when you talk about drama. And I guess the last thing is that it just goes back to storytelling. Every good story has a conflict. So drama between YouTubers, celebrity boxing matches between YouTubers, this is very compelling because it is a conflict that we need resolution. There's conflict and resolution in everything we do, and especially when we engage on the visual media that is YouTube. There's a conflict and a resolution to the drama between personalities, and we want to see how things pan out. We want to see who's really the bad guy and who's really the good guy, who was being deceptive and who was being truthful maybe, why this person collapsed, why did his career collapse around him, whatever happened to this YouTuber. Oh, is it going to be like, what was his name? Was it Darkside Phil, DSP? Accidentally streamed himself doing something rather perverse, and still somehow continued on with the social media trek, with the gaming trek. So, it's compelling for all those reasons. You have a parasocial relationship. The robot rewards it because this video is about Boogie We're going to show it to lots of people who are interested in Boogie, see if they're interested in it. Oh, they are. They're really interested in it because it's drama about Boogie and they have a parasocial relationship with Boogie. They click it, they watch it, they comment. Boom. The video has more viral potential with very little effort. All it takes is just a video, a properly like titled video with the right, kind of meta stuff that's in it, the right tags, and then boom, you can get a viral video. I guess, and people like that conflict. They want to see the conflict resolved. They want to see what happens. They want to see who wins the fight, right? Now, some of you who are clever might be asking, Stu, why don't you do more drama? Obviously, you should get more viewers and subscribers. And I think I might have said this, like, I'm just not cued into enough YouTube personalities to know or care about the drama. I think the last drama that came across my feed on YouTube was Linus Tech Tips, because I'd subscribed to Linus Tech Tips a million years ago, right? It's like, Linus lied about this one product and then sold it or something. I don't remember what the details were, but I remember finding them like very, I don't know what the word is, like, just like, who cares? Like, this is something that would be a non-issue in any sort of real life thing. And the thing I noticed about it was that the people who were commenting on it were people that were in that sphere. They were Linus's competition. There were people who were other tech YouTubers, either talking about tech or doing reviews. And you get compelled to, like, I wonder who these channels are. And, quick cursory glance at them is like, I don't really like any of those channels, or I probably would be subscribed to them. I think their content is not very interesting to look at. Or I don't care about it, right? I barely care about whatever Linus happens to like announce as far as news goes. Like, here's the tech news. I'm like, oh, it's good to know that there's another GPU coming out, I guess, right? Like, this stuff doesn't really matter. It's just kind of noise, time fill, kind of, I guess I'll know about this maybe, but that came across there, and I was like, I noticed that it's not Asmongold. Like, there's no, maybe he did talk about it, I don't know, but like, I didn't see any Asmongold. Like, Asmongold weighs in on Linus Tech Tips. It's like, does he really have a pony in that? I guess he's a gamer, like, maybe he did. And it's like, Asmongold did talk about Linus Tech Tips, right? It's like, why would I want to click on any of that? Like, it just doesn't matter. But that's the last time I remember any drama coming across my feed, other than, like, I guess Boogie. But some other people had mentioned that there was this Boogie documentary on, like, Twitter. I was like, well, I got to check this out because, I know of this figure before watching the documentary. What are they going to say about him? Very interesting. It was very interesting stuff. It was a very compelling story. Is it true? Well, tell me down below, I'm sure. General consensus was like, it's pretty contrived, and I wouldn't call it true so much as presenting a very specific story, as I said, and I think it does a pretty good job of that, but there's many things that feel insincere about that one. Anyway, leave me your thoughts down below about drama, and I'll see you all next time. Have a great, great day, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, I guess. Oh, and the No Talkie Talkie channel, youtube.com/@ZoolOnline. That is music only. I would love to get to 100 subscribers. That would make me very pleased. I have a couple videos with more than 100 views. It's awesome. Makes me feel good. That's actually, I guess there's a point there, right? If I'd spend the time making an original piece of music and recording it and doing all the production for it. Now, that my channel right now is like all improv. So it's all different. It's a different stream from my previous music. But if I take the time to make a very well-crafted piece of music, it takes hours and hours to do that. And then it gets a couple of hundred views. Whereas you could turn on the camera and just talk about Sniper Wolf or whatever, Dr. Disrespect, whatever big YouTuber you want to talk about. Those are only ones that I can think of right now. So you can talk about them and get 50,000 views. Which one are you going to pick to do? So the reason channels do the drama is like, it's so much easier than doing real content, right? You're going to spend all the hours it takes to like do a funny skit, or you're just going to turn on the camera and talk and spend 15 minutes doing that. I mean, that's what Boogie's content devolved into. It's like he did skits, and then eventually it was like more of the YouTube gossip stuff, because that's so much easier, and the robots just like it so much better as time goes on. And he said that back when I watched a video of his years ago. He's like, my Francis videos don't get any views anymore. Like, YouTube doesn't show them to people. But these videos get shown, so I guess I'll do more of them. It's like, that's the unfortunate thing about working for robots, is it changes its mind about what it wants to show to people, and YouTube drama gets shown to people. That's why you end up talking about it. So leave me your thoughts, and I'll talk to you next time. Have a great one.